I am just AFKing out here at the old cobble iron farm. I remember back in the day when I said this would be a temporary iron farm, and it's still here. And that's no good. We always have to come out here to this one farm just to get iron. That is not convenient at all. And look at this. It's cobblestone. Yuck. Yuck. So I think it's way past due for us to go put in an iron farm out at Skybase. I've got an idea for an iron farm, and I hope it's gonna work. So let's go on a little bit of a journey and see just how good we can make this iron farm. To Skybase! This thing? I mean, it's pretty amazing, right? Look at that. Yeah, I am pretty impressed with myself. It turns out this farm has evolved quite a bit from my original idea in my head. I've tested it a lot, and it is finally working at 100% losslessness. So now all of us here on the server have unlimited iron. You're welcome, server. So this is the main spawning platform. You can see we've got the zombie rotating around on a seat, and every 6 seconds he comes around and says, "Hi, guys!" And they freak out, run around until he's out of view, and then they relax and they're like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" And then, "Hi, guys!" And yep, it repeats itself over and over endlessly. Gotta love it. The iron golem spawns up here on this top platform. The water pushes them onto these ejectors, and it then lands on some of these ejectors. Well, one, but it picks one of those 6 and lands on them, and then gets flung up to these seats. Now, originally I had a slightly more compact design. There was only 1 row of ejectors and 1 row of seats, and it looked better in my opinion, but it was not lossless. I had escaping golems here and there, and it just bugged me until I changed it. What I believe was happening was sometimes their AI kicks in a little too early right after they spawn, and they start trying to walk. And every time that would happen, they would always land closer to the spawning platform, so the main ejectors wouldn't catch them. Same with the seats. They'd land on the first row of seats, and every time this happened, they would walk that direction straight off the edge. For some reason, they loved going west, something about their coding, and I would often find big groups of them hanging out over here in this cool little area. Everything the golem drops gets funneled down below into this vault, and it currently has over 7,000 ingots already, plus way more poppies than I'll ever need and quite a few golem heads, because whenever I want, I can come along and just hit them myself with some looting and get some extra iron, plus get their head back. Although this just occurs to me, we use a carved pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern to make the iron golem. Why don't we get one of those back? I understand it looks different, but what happens to the pumpkin? Something else that I added in. You may have noticed in the time lapse that these chains with the weights hanging down weren't in the original design. I always kind of envisioned them there, but I thought, that's not necessary. People will get the idea that it's just floating. But the physicist in me was just like, that doesn't work. So I went and added a counterweight to the bottom to create a pivot point to keep these floating platforms upright. And they are different size and shape platforms, so they need different length chains and different size weights to keep them upright. And yes, even the gyro portal got one of its own. It's got the longest chain because it's the biggest platform, and it's got the biggest stone because it needs a bigger counterweight. I'm not even sure that that stone's going to be big enough to keep this platform upright, but if anything goes wrong, I'll rebuild and I'll put a bigger stone down there. Now, there is still a farm that we are needing out here that is a vital concern. We need sugarcane so we can fly around all we want and have as much fun as we want without worry of running out of rockets. We got the gunpowder, time for the sugar. Paper. Yeah, that makes more sense. And so I'm gonna go build a bit of a sugarcane farm down below on the ground level and get to producing all that vital sugary paper that we need. Hey there, everybody. We just watched the sugarcane farm get built. The sugarcane farm is kicking butt. Last time I checked, it had over 4,000 sugarcane already, and I didn't AFK very long there. So, kicking butt. We've got all the rockets we need, and we've got no server to play on. Yep. You may wonder what this weird area is. Isn't that the mob farm that was in the ocean floating above the sky, above the portal? Yep. This is my test world where I've been trying some things out and making some things, and even this sugarcane farm, which you just saw get built. But the server that we get our server hosting from has been down for days now, and they're working on the problem. You know how that goes. We're fixing it. We'll get back to you when it's fixed. Well, it's not fixed yet. And I got a video to get out, so this one's probably going to be a little shorter than most of them. Hopefully not, I haven't edited it yet. It might be long as heck, but it probably won't. So, wanted to let you guys know what's going on. We won't be doing a wrap-up on the sugarcane farm because we can't right now, but we'll get back to that. Pull up your ears and have a peek at this. Oh, sorry. Whew, okay. So next episode, I'm going to be working on fitting the sky base with liquids. Yep, water wasn't enough. I want more liquids, and I've started rearranging things. I've moved the bees. I've done some other things, and we're going to see that next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short little one, and I hope it didn't come out too bad after editing, and I will see you all next time. Later, guys.
You ain't feeling if you're trying it. Ooh, gotta believe the future's brighter. You owe it to yourself to do what only brings you joy. So shut up all that noise, yep, shut up all that noise. Hey, just chill, I got all the time to kill. Yeah, I got good vibes, good vibes. I'm too blessed to give in to any stress. It's only good vibes.